Vinyl community and anyone else that's watching, thanks for joining me. As other VC members say, this video, I made one earlier this weekend, but this one is in response to LE, or Lisa as she is affectionately known. She did a response on the No Love on the VC thread, and she showed Harry Chapin as her artist that wasn't shown enough love, or at least recently, as one of the comments mentioned. So in support of Lisa, I thought I'd show my Harry Chapin, and then I've got some new acquisitions or recent ones that I've acquired. So this is the first one that she showed, Harry Chapin, Sniper and Other Love Stories. This was 1972 on Elektra. And then short stories. I don't even have a cover for this, but I've got the LP. Lisa had a nice gatefold for this album, 1973. And then a live album, Greatest Stories Live. This is a 2 LP set. (1976) on this red Elektra label. And then the last one I've got is Legends of the Lost and Found. This is a 1979 live recording, subtitled New Greatest Stories Live. So another 2 LP set. So it was nice of Lisa to not show everything that she had, so it'd leave me a little bit of room to respond. But again, on the this red Elektra label, 1979. Including the definitive long version of Corey's Coming, If My Mary Were Here, and Flowers Are Red. So Harry Chapin. And then a recent pickup at the Antique Mall was this Michael Jones Pianoscapes. So this is piano solos on Narada label. I think Cam over at Gorvo 31 had shown this, or some version of it. This is a 1985 issue, which they say is a re-recording of an earlier 1982 2 LP version. But they just squeezed more into it and they re-recorded the song. So here's the Narada label, Pianoscapes, Michael Jones, solo piano. And then more solo piano. I picked up this Vladimir Horowitz on Columbia from 1974. This is an all Chopin album. All mazurkas on the first side, and second side is etudes and a prelude and a waltz and polonaise. So 1974 Horowitz solo piano doing Chopin, Frederick Chopin. And when after I got that and I was looking at my records, I saw that I had a duplicate of this one here, 1962 Vladimir Horowitz, also on Columbia. Columbia 2i. This is the stereo version, and he does side 1 is Chopin, and then side 2 is Rachmaninoff, Schumann, and Liszt program. So this is gatefold. Schaefer enjoyed this album before me. It's got a little booklet inside, and on the back cover, Miss Donna Ann Pearl enjoyed the album, and then they passed it along to me. So that's my solo piano portion of this, and then folk and country comes up next. So I picked up this, I think it's the first Buffy St Marie on Vanguard, 1964. It's My Way. And somebody wrote a long note to, I think it's Between Sisters, from what I've read of it. So, Tan, Vanguard, 1964, Buffy Sainte Marie, and her guitar for the most part. I think she's got a little bit, single accompaniment on one song with bass and one song with a second guitar, but otherwise it's just her. And then just a miscellaneous country album. Hank Thompson, Luckiest Heartache in Town. I think I've seen somebody show some Hank Thompson recently. It might have been Zeke, the Vinyl Geek. This is 1965 Capitol. Hank Thompson and his Brazos Valley Boys. And then the rest of it is all Roger Millerr. So the first one I got was this 1967 issue Roger Millerr, The Amazing Roger Millerr. This is on the Nashville label. I Ain't Never, Jim Brown the Newsboy, Wabash Cannonball. I think this is some earlier stuff. I think there was a 1964 Star Day album, and this reprises a lot of that material. And then 1969, self-titled Roger Millerr. This is on Smash. Got one of these nice center opening gatefolds. And then, so that was the last of the antique mall finds. The rest are just other Roger Millerr albums that I had. This is his first on Smash, called Dang Me, or it had an alternate title, but the same content. This came from a public library copy. Has Dang Me and Chug-a-Lug on it. That was 1964, I think, and then this is 1965. The one and only Roger Millerr. This is on RCA Camden. The library made it into a gatefold. And then another 65 issue on Smash. The Return of Roger Millerr has the big hit King of the Road and Do Wackadoo. And another issue from 1965, Roger Millerr, The Third Time Around. Engine number 9 was the single off of this one. And then the final Roger Millerr in this selection is Words and Music by Roger Millerr from 1966 on the Smash label. My Uncle Used to Love Me But She Died. That's one of them that maybe people will recognize. He does a version of Heartbreak Hotel. So, Roger Millerr. Plus those other things, and the response to Lise for her No Love in the VC for Harry Chapin. So thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time.